Thank you for listening to REED-BBS. Ciao.
REED-BBS, BBS. I swear to God, I did this topic, specifically no more than 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. But I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it slower this time. I'm going to do it more succinctly. I don't know if some of y'all, if y'all fangirling, if you're hearing impaired, and on some real shit, if you're hearing impaired, I support you. God bless you. I'm here to help you. I've actually worked with hearing impaired people in my professional life. So I'm sympathetic to your cause. I really am. But if you're just fangirling, here it goes once and for all. 25%, 25%, 25%. Okay. All men are created equal, but 25% ain't created equal. 25% of what? Exactly. 25% of what? Of course, I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Frank Martin. Those two separate negotiations, if you will. If you will. Let's start with Shakur and Dev. Everyone knows that Shakur was offered a 25% split to vie for Devin Haney's undisputed lightweight title. Got it? Got it. Everyone who discredits Shakur for not just taking it. Hey, just take the money. Call his bluff. Just take the money. Get in the ring and fight with him. They're now wondering and comparing the situation to the 25% that Frank Martin was offered to vie for the vacant WBC lightweight title against Shakur Stevenson. Somehow those two have become analogous. Why? Because of 25%. Here's the thing. Devin Haney didn't deserve 25%. Based on status, based on accomplishments. Let's start from ground zero. Shakur Stevenson, former Olympian, silver medalist in the Olympics, won a title at featherweight, world title. Won a title at 130, then won another title at 130. So two-time champion at 130 and a champion at 126. He brought all of that to the negotiation with Devin Haney, who is undisputed. No shade on that. All roads go through Dev. No one's saying that Shakur should even get 50-50 with Dev in a fight. He shouldn't. I'm saying that. He shouldn't. But 25%, that was a clear, concise way of making an offer to Shakur knowing you didn't want to fight him. You knew Shakur would turn that down. And then Shakur goes on with Gilly the Kid and Brian Custer on both of their podcasts and breaks it down, which is what I love about Shakur. He names names and he details shit in real language, so there's no mincing words, no confusion. Now, what's funny is I said all this on a video 3 weeks ago about the same topic where everybody's talking about 8 mil, man, 25%, 8 mil. I broke down the idiocy of that back then, noting the fact of what what the Devin Haney and Lomachenko pay-per-view did. They did 150,000 pay-per-view buys off the rip. I believe Dev's take from that was like 4 million when all was said and done. So how in the hell was there 8 million to begin with to give to Shakur, who would be the opponent against Devin Haney? It never made sense from jump. And when Antonio Leonard's son was on with the Boxing Voice, he said specifically, let's just say it was 8 million. That's all the brother said. Yet everyone took that figure he put out there literally and then said, oh man, he turned down $8 million. Why? Because you're either hearing impaired or you're fangirling. Now let's take it to Frank Martin. Frank Martin, I've already told you what Shakur's done. Frank Martin, National Golden Gloves champion. And? Exactly. Okay. The next most noteworthy thing, and God bless him, But the next most noteworthy thing Frank Martin has done is affiliate himself with Earl Spence and by proxy with PBC. In terms of what he's actually done in the ring, solid fighter, talented fighter, on the come up as a fighter, but he ain't done it yet. So to demand 50-50, and survey said no to that before you even asked to get 50-50. You weren't going to get that, right? 25% is more than fair for Frank Martin. Why? Because as illustrated and stated with Brian Custer and with Gilly the Kid and Wallow on $1 million worth of game, 25% of that purse to fight Shakur Stevenson would have been four times Frank Martin's career high purse of $250K. He would have got $1 million to face Shakur. Whereas Shakur taking 25% to face Devin Haney, he would have got lower than he had in his fight with Yoshino, or in his fight with Oscar Valdez, or in his fight with Conceição. He would have had to take less money, short money, for the biggest fight of his career. Does that finally sink in? Is it finally making sense? 25% ain't 25%. So you telling me 25% of these nuts, 25% of these nuts is the same as 25% of Salma Hayek? Of course not. So stop all the fucking fangirling. Get the fuck out of here with all that. And to those of you who are truly hearing impaired, I got you. I'm going to take care of that. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.